We're live. We're live. I'm alive. Are you alive?
I'm alive.
You're alive. This week, welcome to number 7.
Number 7.
Number 7, podcast number 7. It's our lockdown series. I'm trying to keep the dog calm in a different way today. I'm keeping the treats in my lap. This is Oscar the Pot Cake Dog. My name is Joey. I also go by Pop Mama. This is Johnny Rogers. Most people watching know us.
Okay, if you don't know us by now, now you know.
Now you know. Well, welcome to the Puffcast, where we like to puff and then we cast, and the dog drives us nuts. But I decided I wasn't going to give him a bone to chew now. I'm going to just bribe him with these Zooks Minis. I know you've got dogs. These things are fabulous. They're expensive, but they work as trainers. They work great. Right, buddy?
Let's see if it holds him down.
See if it holds him down. See how long he's trying. He smells it on my hand. He still doesn't know how to be a part of the Puffcast, but Mike, you've gone almost a minute without barking at everything.
Yeah, I'm very impressed so far.
So far?
So far impressed. Joey's lighting up. I'm sending up these links.
I'm light up this beautiful sour diesel that I got. For those of you who know, come here, buddy.
Go over there.
Come lay down. I like to order weed delivery. I don't like to go to dispensaries or like I mean, if the government delivered weed, why didn't they do that with the pandemic?
I think you can go on like the OCS website and down. I've never done it though, but I think you can deliver on there. I don't know. I'm not sure. I honestly haven't looked into it.
Does anybody know if we can do well, I don't care. I'm still gonna call a dude. Hey, get over here. I need my weed now. So
still nice to call,
nice
dude.
Sour diesel. I've been making me kind of dumb all day long though. Oh my god, am I ever stupid? I've been
Is it indica, right? You said?
Pretty sure.
So
I thought it was like 70-30, but I don't know. You could look it up if you're that curious. Sour diesel and Leafly. I'm really not I don't care in the end. I just find that sativas, that one podcast we did where I was smoking that sativa,
scrambled.
I just couldn't stop moving. Oh my fucking god. Anyway. So actually, before we get started, I was going to talk a bit about an article that I saw about microdosing and how a lot of people are turning to that for COVID relief. Because it's so depressing. And so many people are just like, the depression is killing a lot of people and literally killing a lot of people. Sorry, that was not a pun intended. Fuck me. Anyway.
It is what it is.
But yeah, and throughout the pandemic, I've done little bits here and there, just to, shitty day. I'm like, what am I doing with my life? How am I going to get through? What am I doing? And so, yeah, come here. Come on, buddy. Come back over here.
Go around. Go on the couch.
It helps having a puppy in a pandemic, but even he, gets a little bit much.
Presses his luck.
Yeah, in the summertime, we would microdose and go on nice long walks, like big 6-hour walks. Drag a couple ciders. Can you wait? Okay, wait. You gotta wait now. We're trying to teach him wait. He has no fucking patience. Anyway, but yeah, I wanted to talk about microdosing because a lot of people have been asking me about that a lot lately, more than ever in my whole life. People are like, should I? I'm like, do it. Absolutely. If you're depressed, do it. If you have someone, especially around you, who can just sort of keep an eye on you and can you pass my phone?
Yeah, for sure.
Just to make sure you don't go into la la land too much. I like going into la la land, but if you got a lot of problems in your head, sometimes it's difficult to face them, and too many mushrooms will force you to face that
yeah,
that
you
issue.
Want to make sure you're in a good headspace before you jump into something like that, for
if you've never done it, like especially someone like me, I've done so many mushrooms so many times. Every festival I've ever at, everyone's on something.
Older Jen Games is asking how much for an ounce of the sour diesel.
How much? I don't know. I paid a couple. I can't even remember what I paid.
It was good. It was a good price.
I'll message you, bud, though.
Yeah.
Or just message me on Facebook if you want to remind me. I might be high and forget. But yeah, it was beautiful sour diesel. Come here, buddy. Anyway, come here. It was less than 150. I'm pretty sure. Anyway. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, so microdosing. Back to microdosing.
Yes. Do that.
There was one time that I actually for sure knew about that I needed to do it, and it was like I was going through a really rough breakup. I couldn't take it anymore, and for me to just try and go to the club and handle the club was so difficult. I just couldn't deal with having to show up there and making people laugh. Ugh, when you're in a bad mood, nothing worse than trying to make people. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the dog from barking at me. You gotta wait for it. So every day, and this was before I even heard the term microdosing. All I could think about is how happy I am on mushrooms, but I didn't want to, be too fucked up. So secretly, I would come to the club on just a quarter gram of mushrooms,
just enough, just a little
drink
bit.
a couple shots of whiskey, and no one knew any.
None the wiser.
None the wiser, and I was on shrooms for like 6 months, dude.
Oh man!
Until I got through that rough period.
Hey, it really helps people.
It really does. Anyway, I'm gonna show off my treat of the week because I, as everyone knows, love my edibles. So look, I made these cute chocolate mushrooms. Oh, I can barely see them.
You can get
pull them up to the camera. Look at these cute chocolate mushrooms.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
And there's like glitter on them.
Oscar.
No. There's glitter on them.
He almost took them down with him.
These cute little ones. I tried to draw a mushroom on them, and I put
more.
like it's edible glitter.
You can eat it, yeah.
But yeah, I got 28 of these bad boys. If anyone wants them. Actually, not true. I only have 25. Oops. We won't talk about why. Anyway, and tell people that it's a really good way to get through this crazy pandemic.
Certainly.
I was thinking about it too, where people were talking about algorithms and the algorithms of our Facebook and how the algorithm this and the algorithm that, and I got thinking about how our brains have algorithms, and it's so easy to change that just by eating a mushroom.
Just by eating some of these fine mushrooms.
Because every day we have these negative things coming at us, and then our brain computes it in a certain way, and then
that's fact.
I don't know. Just saying.
If you're in the chat right now, I see.
There's also other ways. I'm going to bring up other ways that you can also change your algorithms, and a lot of people are turning to yoga and meditation. I've been doing Tai Chi lately.
You're drinking more water.
And drink more
Some
water.
People
water.
Just drinking lots more water and maybe less coffee or something.
And also listening to music with your eyes closed, specifically calming music, classical music or ambient music, and listen to it with your eyes closed. That's a good way to meditate and clear your mind.
He's got his
and another thing that really helps, and I can never say this enough, come here, and you'll find you'll have a much more restful sleep. I try not to rest my eyes on a screen as I'm falling asleep. I put my eyes on printed page, and I have way less tension, and I have better dreams. So read a fucking book, bud. All right. Read a fucking book, bud.
Educate yourself.
Fucking A. Oh, I don't know if I educate myself with books. I mean, I read a lot of science fiction. There's knowledge in that. That's for sure.
Better than staring at the screen at night.
Yeah, it's about the screens, and I have light sensitivity, so I gotta watch the screens on my bad eyes, my old failing eyes.
Too much of that blue light, and your sleep is gonna be fucked up.
It's about the strobe for me. It's about it's not so much the color as that screens are flashing.
Like, over time, they've said that it's a blue light that emits from all these devices. Really affects your sleep patterns.
But I don't believe that these blue light filters they'll help a bit.
It probably helps, but
not in the way
not
reading a fucking book.
Not like switching to paper.
Read a fucking book. All right.
We've got two in the chat.
Yeah, we should probably start our puffcast. Stop ranting and bring on our first guest. Our first guest is a really well-known activist in Canada, and her name's Kim Cooper. She runs a show called Cannabis Information with Northern Ontario Kim. It's on Pace Radio. I've been a guest on the show, and she's really great. She also has been banned from Facebook more than anybody I know. I swear to God. Maybe other than Kenny Robinson, I think Kim Cooper's been banned from Facebook more than anyone.
Kim,
but good on you, because you're speaking the truth out there. Hi, Kim.
Hi, guy. I've got you on YouTube and I'm hearing you twice. I got to turn that feed off.
Yeah.
Do I have to push launch meeting?
No.
I don't see you.
You're in for us.
All right.
I don't know. I'm not that techie, but I think I'm the one who's supposed to launch the meeting. And
we got you. We got
done
you.
that.
That's another option if you want to run another Zoom.
Oh, I found it. It was just hidden down in the bottom. See, I'm not fucking techie either. I get all lost.
You're here. We still see you.
You're here. Got it. Got it.
Right on. So how's it going, everybody? Virtual world.
Doing okay. I've got this crazy dog and I've got weed. I feel bad for people in a lockdown with no weed.
Absolutely. Gotta have the weed.
Never had weed, they don't understand, but man.
Well, they need it even more.
Yeah.
They need it even more. You gotta have your weed, you gotta have your dabs, you definitely have to have your psilocybin.
Oh, I gotta have my cookies every day.
Yeah.
Also whiskey or beer.
Whiskey or beer, eh? I'm not the alcohol route. I'm all cannabis and all psilocybin. I'm a microdoser as well, and I love
right now.
Yeah, I love doing my resets. I have a farm, and we go out to the farm, and I'll eat a nice large macro dose, and wait for sunset and just lay in that fucking field and look at the stars, man. And it's
healing. People don't understand who don't do it frequently. They don't understand. They're like, I'm so wound up. I hate my life.
Yeah.
20 minutes into mushrooms, you're like, why did I hate it?
Peace and love, baby. Peace and love.
Look at this dandelion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You got to go on a little trip every once in a while to bring yourself back. It's great to do it outside if you can, in nature if you can, because then you incorporate the grounding as well, and I believe in that shit too, getting back in touch with the earth. You got to let your body connect with Mother Earth, man, and get back in touch with all of that.
I would do that after trips. I would go outside, especially if I did mushrooms in the summer. The day after, I'd go outside and just put my bare feet in the grass.
Oh, grass.
Just let your feet kind of soak in. It's just crazy feeling.
Absolutely. There's nothing better. And fucking Facebook land. I mean, Jesus Christ, eh? Facebook, I swear to God, I don't know. I used to waitress, right? I used to waitress in adult entertainment clubs many moons ago in another life. When I was raising my babies and needed to make some money, I would waitress in the clubs because you make good money in the clubs, especially if you wear little hot pants, and you can make some good tips. So it got me through, and it got my kids through, and everything. But I keep thinking back, and it's like, fuck, did I spill a fucking drink on Zuckerberg or what?
I know this is a bit.
Did I drop a tray on the guy? Like, what the fuck happened? I don't know. Were you in there? Did the chick shirk you, and did I laugh? I don't know. But maybe something happened. I have no idea. I've shit in somebody's cornflakes for sure.
You got to delete Facebook has actually been trending over the last few days because of something. I didn't read the story all the way through, but apparently they censored some news stories in Australia.
They're doing it to everybody, man.
Yeah, and then people were like,
ridiculous bans.
They're still allowing child predator pages, where literally pedophiles are communicating with each other. That's still up and fine and all this shit.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think that all my troubles are because of my cannabis activism, and actually they're not. This time around, I've been dinged something like 6 times for violations of community standards since November, and they were all for oversharing peace posts.
Yeah, the peace train. That's so fucked up. What the heck? Like, oh, we don't like psychedelic art.
Fucking
Forget
You
it.
know, I'm oversharing. You're sharing to groups that I'm in. Oh, well, then you're in too many groups. You're in too many fucking groups on Facebook. Have we forgotten this started as what was called social media? Oh, but you're oversharing on social media. Now that's got to be the motherfucking oxymoron of the 21st century, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I can choose to not look at it, but you should be allowed to share
Yeah, I
it.
should be able to have 186 emails if I want to. You know what I mean? Like, it
Yeah.
shouldn't fucking, who cares?
Yeah, oversharing on social media. Peace train posts, no less.
Hilarious.
Oh, stupid.
I got to my I can never advertise on Facebook again because I tried to advertise like a weed video game. I had a pot smoking like video game channel. I tried to advertise for
Oscar,
it.
stop
They're
it.
like, nope, you're not doing that shit, bro.
You're out. You're out. You're out.
But I did.
You're
I
out.
would give them the benefit of the doubt. I kind of pushed the limits a little bit. I Googled first every country that weed was illegal in, and then I targeted Facebook advertised my show to those countries.
Yeah, that'll get you in shit for sure. That'll get you in shit.
Though, like Alice Cooper, he geared towards kids where he knew the parents would hate the music.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it even more.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it, right? Let's use this geography to our advantage.
Somewhere where this shit's illegal, they'll be like, "What is this?"
For reals.
Advertising in Canada, everybody's like, "Yeah, seen it, whatever." Like, don't care.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's gotten crazy. It really, really has.
The Philippines, and they're like, "What the hell?"
What is he doing? Well, you're good in Thailand now, though. You know, I mean, that's a big fucking change, right?
No pot
I
there.
remember being in a cab in Thailand and being like, "Hey, do you know where I can get some weed around here?" And he like froze, and he was like, "Just keep your voice down. Like, I don't want any trouble." I was like, "Oh, look, relax, dude."
No, it's death penalty,
But yeah,
dude.
yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, not no more. Thailand's opened up. Thailand's got medical legalization now.
Do they? Oh, I'm thinking Taiwan because there's this comic named Big Norm who had some issues a couple of years ago when he was heading to the Philippines.
Yeah.
He did a
I think it
stopover in
happened
Taiwan.
I think it happened in Thailand for him.
I think it's Taiwan.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's where his stopover was in Taiwan.
Well, it used to like all through Asia. I mean, take your pick. All through Asia.
We should get Big Norm on and
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're cutting your hands off there, like for theft and shit. So you're getting the death penalty for weed. I mean, shit's real there, right?
Rodrigo Duterte in the Philippines, there was people that were like reformed, like addicts. They were like, "Hey, I used to do this. I don't do it anymore. I'm just telling you," and they'd kill them.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Too much. Well, glad to be in Canada.
Yeah, fucking
Glad that weed's legal. That's all I gotta say about
That's it.
that.
That's it. You know, we're still fighting for change and bitching and screaming all the way, but hell, you know, we could be a lot worse off. That's for sure.
Well, tell us about your journey in a nutshell. You know, if you can do it in a minute, tell us your quick journey because I know it's been long and intense.
Whoa, my journey through cannabis.
Yeah.
Fuck, that started in 1978, man.
Okay.
1978. I went into a doctor's office with my mom, who was ready to turn me into the doctor for smoking weed, so the doctor would give me shit. And the doctor turned around and looked at her and said, "Well, you know, there's studies saying that cannabis probably will help her with her seizure condition." And I fucking jumped up and down for joy, saying, "Yeah, baby, that's what I'm saying." And I've been allowed to smoke cannabis in front of my family ever since. I was 15 years old. 14 years old when that happened. 15 years old by the time I was smoking weed in the house. I was on Yonge Street advocating for NORML to come to Canada. And I helped get some signatures on petitions along with hundreds of other people across this country that joined in on that. And NORML arrived to Canada. And I'm still in it.
That's fucking
Still in the
legendary.
game. That was a pretty good nutshell. Pretty good nutshell there.
Yeah, I'm still in it and still fighting the good fight, you know, all the way, right? There's been various aspects. Cannabis has come back into my life. You know, I've had car accident. I wound up addicted to opiates, you know, because of the doctor's prescriptions after the car accident. And cannabis was back again. I struggled with cancer. Cannabis was back on the scene again for that. So it's been big part of my life for
Yeah.
over 40 years.
Well, that's what I know you've done. You've been. I've read stories. You're very vocal about telling your story here and there, and but you get it in bits and bobs. But now Facebook isn't gonna let. Why can't we tell our story?
YouTube, baby.
Because I've been bitch like you's got so many stories.
Starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Radio show.
Oh, yeah.
She's on the Pace Radio Network.
Yeah, we've got a few podcasts. We got a new one actually starting on Tuesday, all
Ooh,
about
that's cool.
psychedelics. Yeah, man, we're
Okay,
shining
you
the
did tell me
spotlight.
about this. Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
We called it it's my baby. It's the first one that I've ever done from the ground up. It was my idea. I developed it. I got the people for the music. I've created it and got some joint hosts and formatted it. And
Nice.
we're ready to go. And we launch on Tuesday with our first guest, Mark Howard from the movie
Cool.
Dosed. He's a shaman. And he also did Veracity, the psychedelic frontier with City TV. So he's been on Microdose Me was his baby as well. So we're going to talk iboga and iboga therapy on Tuesday. It's a video podcast, 1:00, called Open Your Eye. Will be on YouTube and our Facebook channel.
There you go.
Nice. What's it called again?
Open Your Eye.
Open Your Eye. I love it.
There you go, folks. Go check that out for sure. 100%.
Yeah. Well, let's we don't have much time. Is there anything more that you want to get off your chest or
Have a
talk
rant,
about?
something grimy.
Some random. Well, if you want to get away for 30 minutes a day, I also have this thing called the 710 Daily Sesh. It's on Cannabis Information with Northern Ontario Kim, which is a Facebook group page. Join us at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night. We get together, we smoke some doobs, have some laughs, tell some tales. COVID-free, politics-free, religion-free. Nothing but good times, big smiles, peace and love, and lots of weed. So, just back away from the whole bullshit scene 30 minutes a day and come and chill with us.
Nice.
That's
710
awesome.
Sesh.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, I can't wait to see you again. One day I'll have a club open and I know you'll be a regular as soon as you're in town.
Absolutely. As soon as I can get back out there, I'm there.
Well, definitely we'll have some park shows, and I knew you enjoyed one of those.
Yeah, I loved going that when I was down there in September. We had to hit that up. I came all the way from the West End. You were all the way in the East End. Yeah, man. We fucking Ubered it from Parkdale all the way out to like Woodbine, man. And it's like, yeah, I'm going. I don't care where it is. I'm going.
Thank you. It's a fun little spot. Naomi just told us about that spot. So.
Yeah, man. I'm on it. Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's been a pleasure, like I said, and I can't wait to see you again. And thanks for being a part of Puffcast.
Thanks for having me. It's been great to see you, Puff Mama. Peace out, everybody. Peace and love. # Peace Train 2021.
Yeah, Peace Train 2021. Love it. Oh, that was Kim Cooper. Kim Cooper is from way up north. Like I said, you can hear her nutshell story was been a long time activist in the weed world.
Crazy story.
Oh, like I said, she's got many more. So yeah, I want to check out that 710 Sesh one of these days. I'm kind of one of those people that it's like, if it's frequently like every day, I'll be like, I'm going to do that. And then suddenly I'm like, I don't know,
do it tomorrow.
Sweeping or something dumb. And I'm not even thinking about it. Oh my God. That's hilarious.
Dang.
I think it's funny that I decided, knowing that she, was a proponent of psilocybin, that I'd start off, talk about mushrooms because I've been making these beautiful mushroom treats. And then she goes on about how she's starting a show about mushrooms. It was like, how perfect. Hey. I love it when shit's gratuitous.
It was a good segue. She had the big mushroom right behind her. We were just talking for 10 minutes about mushrooms.
Yeah. Literally all 8 of these episodes have sort of been like randomly booked by who I happen to be talking to at the time.
So if you'd like to get on the show,
keep in touch. Keep in touch. Say, how you doing,
Pop Mama?
I love you. And I'll be like, oh yeah, I should have that person on the show.
On the podcast.
Fuck.
I think that's how most podcasts get booked.
Sometimes, yeah. Although we're gonna do a series starting next week.
New series.
A new series. So this one, as you can see, the dog doesn't work out in the podcast.
The dog has been fired.
The dog has been fired. And next week we're gonna start it off dog free with a new setup and new tech. And what we're gonna do is each week we're gonna have themes. So being it's Black History Month, and we always did a Black History Month show with Kenny Robinson at the club. Kenny will be our guest. And
that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, and we've also got Daniel Woodrow and a cannabis activist named Rena Rampersand. So
Cool.
Rampersad. I'm sorry,
We'll figure it
Rena.
out.
I'm sorry. I just fucked up her last name. Rena. We love her too. Anyways, yeah, so new format next week. And this is this weed's getting to me. Fucking indica.
Do you bring up Lucy
I didn't
Gervais?
think sour diesel was a full indica, but I'm acting like a tard right now.
It's full.
Can I say
indica.
tard instead of retard?
Well, you just said it, so.
Can I say tard? Am I allowed to say tard?
I'm
then
sure
you know-
it would have
you
been
know
fine
exactly
if you
what
didn't
I'm
say
saying.
the word you should
such
have
a
said.
Okay, I can say it because I have 2 autistic nephews that are lovable and beautiful. And
No, that's like saying that's the black friend thing. That's the same thing.
I'm gonna
Can't
ask
do
my
that
mom
anymore.
if it's okay. Can I say retard,
Oh my-
mom?
You should ask them.
Okay, well, one
Does
is
this make you uncomfortable?
one of them can't really, have that kind of
Have
conversation.
people said this to
The
you
other
in a
one will
derogatory way
eventually,
that have hurt your feelings?
Anyways,
Yeah.
sorry guys, it's all in jest.
All in jest.
It's
It's
all in
parody.
jest.
All parody.
I'm the tard.
None of these people even exist.
It's not true. I do have 2 autistic nephews. Shut up. Look at me, all proud of that.
Shut up.
Shut up. Oh my God. All right. I think we should bring on our next guest because I'm being silly right now. And she's also silly. And she's actually been a big part of the club for a long time. She's produced many shows there. She's hosted. She sang for me. She's done fashion for me. She's also used to work at the club. So she's
Fashion.
waitress for me. And she's a great lady. Lucy Gervais is on the way. And I don't know what's happening.
She's joining.
She's joining. It's the joining. Okay, well, I'll
It's
just
one of
keep
those
saying
things where you join.
wonderful
and leave
things
her,
about Lucy.
And then the host lets you in. Then you're like, oh shit, I was busy.
Yeah,
And
I don't
then,
know.
hey,
It's
sure,
it's a
sure.
stoner show. What do you expect, right?
Hey
What's
Lucy, how are you?
good?
Hey,
Guys, how are you?
I'm good. How are you
Good.
doing, Luce?
Pretty good. Just ate some food.
Just ate some
Nice.
food.
Highlighted my day.
Highlight
my day. I had a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner. What did you have?
I had a vegan mac and cheese with peas in it.
Ooh, mac and cheese with peas.
It was really good.
Like it.
I got some left.
Right on. Well,
There's leftovers.
Are you still in Montreal?
Mm.
Nice. How are you liking it?
It's great. Not the city it was before, but I really do love living
Social
here.
City, yeah.
Yeah, and
Must
I got
be
a
a ghost
nice
town.
nice cozy little job that's pretty close to my house, and I have like a studio apartment that is half the cost of what it would cost in Toronto.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it still is cheaper. And you got bagels, man. Montreal, I'm sorry. There's a lot of places in Toronto trying real hard, but nothing like a fresh, hot Montreal bagel. You still had to go get hot, fresh bagels?
Yeah, we are.
Okay.
That's a very much to go.
I think there would be a revolution in Montreal if people weren't allowed to get them still hot. Like, no, you must have them bagged and pre-ordered.
COVID would have been cured by now.
COVID would have been cured if we all had bagels. I don't know.
Like if there was no bagels, there would be
Oh,
Well, figure this shit out now.
people. We gotta buckle down, everybody, because we gotta get
We
the
gotta stay
bagels.
home and stop the spread so we can spread on some bagels.
we got to make sure these bagels production keeps up. No, my favorite bagel experience and one of my favorite food experiences ever was one time when I went to Montreal with Naomi and 2 other friends, and we were going to protest, and we were going to stay overnight at this place. And we get there, and long story short, we couldn't get the room. So Naomi's like, well, we could hunt for another place to sleep, or I have acid. And so we ate acid and walked around like the waterfront all night. And just as the sunrise, we had this idea, okay, we're going to get bagels and Liberty cream cheese and go watch the sunrise on the top of the mountain at that lookout. And we fucking did.
God damn.
And goddamn, that was the best goddamn bagel I ever had in my whole life.
I love that. You're like, man, we could find a home or acid.
Or acid.
And I got acid. And you're like, you know what? Who needs sleep tonight?
Proof.
Yeah.
Or
It's one of those rare
love.
moments. That was years ago. Oh well, what are you gonna do?
I keep saying I'm gonna bring you bagels, and not once have I followed through on it.
It's okay.
Yeah.
My favorite place is right outside the oven, waiting for the next batch to come out. I don't care if there's bagels there. If I'm in the place and all you gotta wait is 5 minutes, that's my favorite place to be.
Yeah.
Just poking your head in every shop. Are they fresh?
No, I always go to Fairmont Bagels. I don't know why. There's a lot of good bagel places, but they have to have that wood-fired oven that never stops burning kind of place. We don't have them in Toronto. Something about the
You
fire
gotta go to a
laws.
place Where
Yeah,
they
they-
have just a
right.
giant, like they just have a giant like curtain rod, and they're throwing heaps of bagels on the pile.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, throw it this way, and then you got a bag, and yeah, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
And
what
there's a
that's when I
dude,
want
like,
them.
poking the holes in all of
Fuck yeah, bagels.
them.
Oh my god. Anyway. Well, how are you? Fucking 10 minutes on bagels. Okay, your time is
Hey,
up.
that's legendary.
No, I'm good. I'm doing good. You know, like I got a cat partway through COVID.
Yeah.
And my
You show
cat,
lots of cat pictures online. I love it.
I can't help it. He's so photogenic, and he's just like so cute. My cat, like when I was like, all right, I'm gonna get a cat. I was not expecting to get like the cat that loves being a cat. He just like loves it. He meows all the time. He's like cuddly, and he just loves
He's
Needy.
so psyched to be a cat.
They're
so
needy.
excited.
Oh my god.
Really.
When was the last time you did a show? Do you do online shows?
I have a podcast. That's about it. That's the closest I do. I was doing online shows at first, but I found I would get really frustrated if there was any sound issue or interruption.
Yeah.
I have been doing some live streams, but not for comedy. So I'll do drag. I started doing drag in COVID. So I put on like a mustache and try to like give myself a nice jaw and cheekbones and lipstick.
I think I
lip sync
see
to
a
the
picture.
Nice.
I think I did see one. It's just because I click on your cat pictures, so therefore that's what the news feed sends me.
Mm.
I did it on purpose at the beginning of lockdown. I was like, I can't stand like that. It's telling me about COVID, and so I would purposely click on cat and dog pictures,
Mm.
and now that's my news
And
feed.
that's
And dirty
nice.
memes.
And dirty memes.
I like
I
dirty.
want to do like a Joe Exotic costume, and I want to do a photo shoot with the cat.
Nice.
Do you have a striped cat?
Hey, I'm the Tiger King. It's me, Joe Exotic. You know.
Yeah, that would
Anyway.
crush.
I thought your cat was black though. It's striped.
Oh, you could do Mike Tyson also. No, don't do
He's
that.
orange.
Fuck me. Okay, I'm smoking some really good indica.
Lucy, you
I've-
should
I've
do Mike
just,
Tyson and his tiger.
Yeah, I should do.
Why did I think you had a big fluffy black cat? Okay, now I'm an asshole. I was like, I love your cat, and I'm like, what color is it?
Like, you don't know my cat.
You don't know my cat. I don't know your cat. I'm so sorry. Let's
There's
meet
so
with a
many
stoner.
cats out there.
Oh well,
Yeah, we've been smoking.
smoking this
You
beautiful
should go
sour
there.
diesel. Anyways, when we miss you, it's I was going through lots of
Uh-oh.
Christmas, and we had the pot plants, and you were like peeking through them.
Yep.
Anyway, I've been going through photos and like, oh, I found them, and it was like, I don't know. I get cryy sometimes. Like I didn't cry at all when the club closed down, but a year later, sifting
You're,
through
like, going
photos, you're like,
through
oh my God,
memories.
that moment was amazing.
You know, it doesn't feel closed.
Did you see the backdrop here? Did you see how we put all,
Yeah, of course I did.
yay.
It looks like you just set up the club in your house.
Yeah, that's what happened. All the crap from the club, I either sold it off or stuck it on the wall. It's his idea, actually. He says, we should dress the wall with stuff from the underground and start a podcast. Okay.
I still have all the stuff you gave me. I have the luchador mask.
Oh my
Nice.
God. And you got the big Fear and Loathing poster. Guys,
Yeah.
remember the big Fear and Loathing poster? This
I
lady
have
got
it. I moved, so it was up in my old place, and I moved, so it's still rolled up. I don't know where to put it, and I'm not done painting, but it's definitely going to go back up. It's man, it's got a little bit
The
of
big
damage
one.
on it, but nothing's going to stop me from taping and piecing that thing so it stays intact, because it just looks so, it's just so big. A big posters, shit's not cheap.
No, that's like a 6-foot poster too.
Crazy.
Yeah, I had it taped together for a bit, and then when there was a chair that was there, and then people would move the chair back against the wall, and the chair would rub against the poster, and then after a while, I just stopped taping and just stapled it onto the wall.
And then we had to take
Part of
it
why
down.
I could have preserved it a bit better if I took the time to tape it. Whatever.
No, it's fine.
Anyways.
It's got character.
I like that a lot of the stuff from the underground went to, that's why I had that auction. I thought, you know, I'm actually might do an auction again soon, because I'm like, do I need all this crap? I don't know. I watched some hoarders episodes. I'm like, fuck, I'm a borderline hoarder. Like, I don't like let it pile up. There's no garbage in between things.
It's got like old stuck together like home and garden magazines and like receipts from, 12 years ago. It's like cool shit. Like,
But I did have like a stack like this of cannabis magazines, and some of them had been cut up when me and Chelsea did the tables at the club and did the mural on them. But I kept the fucking cut out goddamn things, thinking, oh, maybe I'll do some more collage work. 10 years later. Anyway, I put them all out for free on the street and people grabbed them.
good.
Here, have my old cut up cannabis culture and high times magazines.
What did you do with all the tables?
That's in storage. So we got a big storage container, like a big shipping container, the big 18 footers, and the big wooden counter from the front. We got that in there, and the big 4 poster tables, like what I was describing with the collage on the top, and the big fridge. And I kept the fridge, don't laugh, only because we had the space, because I had to get an 18 footer because of the big counter, but also because it was Dangerous Dan's fridge, and I felt sentimental that like it served beer for me for years, and before that it was Dangerous Dan's fridge when he was alive. I don't know, he got out in time, but
I ate there as a kid.
yeah,
I went
it's
to
a
the
legendary place.
Yeah, I went to the island school growing up, and we used to like roll through Leslieville on the way, and sometimes after school and stuff, get the chicken fingers. When I was a kid, it was all
He made good fingers. They were big.
yeah, and good fries. Oh, it was the best. I miss Celine Garden too. That's like an OG Leslieville spot.
Yeah. That's old school. Oh well. Well, I don't live in
I'm not from
Leslieville
here.
anymore. I miss it. We were living downtown in a tower in the near the Eaton Center. Not a tower, it's a short building. I'm on the 9th floor though, so to me, I'm like, I'm in a tower.
I'm on the 9th floor.
It's a good
What
spot.
up?
I still feel like I could survive if I had to jump, so that's okay.
I would have a heart attack before I hit the ground.
Just aim for the bushes.
Like,
Oh my God.
At least you
Oh,
get
well.
no bushes. Shit.
Well, is there anything you want to talk about, like promote or get off your chest? Because we only got a few minutes left now to chat.
And grind your gears.
What's grinding your gears?
Man, people coming into my coffee shop acting like there's not a pandemic. That grinds my gears. They're like, can I sit down? I'm like, it's illegal for you to sit down. Also, we have no chairs. Like, where are you going to sit down? Like, it's just
Crisscross applesauce on the floor.
yeah. Like these are people in their mid 40s trying to sit down on the ground in my spot. So that's grinding my gears. But I want to plug my show because it's really good. I co-host a sexy sex storytelling podcast called The Sex Show Radio. We're on Instagram. You should listen to us on Spotify and Apple Music. We just did an episode with Che DeRena. That's up today. It was so funny. Che's awesome. Open book. You know, we could ask him anything, and not everyone's like that. But those are the kinds of guests we really want. And if you have a story, you can send it to the sexshowmtl@gmail.com because we love to hear from you. It's kind of like the point of our whole show is stories. So we're
sexshowmtl.com
@gmail.com.
@gmail.com.
Did I say that? Did I say that properly the first time?
Run it back. Start from the back. Take two.
I gotta not say this properly. The sexshowmtl@gmail.com. Thanks for having me, guys. It's so nice.
No problem.
Yeah, it's great to see you too.
Love you guys.
Yay.
All right.
I'll talk to you soon.
Take care. Lucy Gervais.
Lianne's on next too, so you can sit and watch it if you want to.
I'm just sit and watch for sure.
Put you in the waiting room.
I know you guys wanted to be on too, so maybe even at the end, if you're still there, we'll put you both on screen for a minute or two.
I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here.
All right.
See you, Lucy.
Well, I love you, and I can't wait to hug you.
I'll put myself on mute and just chill and watch.
Peace.
All right.
Oh, that was Lucy Gervais. She, like I said, she used to work for me and run shows for me, do all kinds of fun stuff at the Underground. And now she has a podcast about sex talk. The Sex Show. Fuck.
Just shut up. Well,
okay, just rewind like 3 minutes to where she said it.
Roll a little buffer back.
Because I'm getting high off that edible I ate and this sour diesel.
You should write this shit down ahead of time.
What?
I said we should write this shit down ahead of time.
I got notes here. You can't tell I got notes.
No, we should ask them to send us this stuff.
Oh, ahead of time. Yeah, that's actually probably a good idea. I bet that's what podcast people do. Is they go, hey, is there anything you want to promote? And I'll make sure we have the links ready.
75% of it.
Because apparently while you're sitting here, you can put links up to these things.
Yeah. I should pull this shit up.
Is what?
I should pull this stuff up when they're talking because I can do that.
That's all right.
All right, we have
my phone's going off.
Al
is here early. I just realized we're I'm like, oh shit, we cut her off like kind of a minute early, but not really. Sometimes I like to just chat between and reset the pace.
Yeah.
High five my co-host.
Slaughter. Killing it.
Who's gonna get water?
Right.
I'm gonna take a sip. Don't forget, guys, next week we start our new format. But tomorrow I'm going to share this podcast. So make sure you share it and get people to hit our subscribe button. We're just sort of new putting this together. But I think it's a good way. I feel I'm weird talking to this little camera and not to like you. It is what it is. But weirdly, I do feel connected. And like lately I've been like, I get why nerds did that. Like chat rooms like 20 years ago. And I'm thinking about
why nerds did
I get it. It's like, well, if you have social anxiety and you don't want to go out, but you can talk and communicate with people like this.
Yeah.
And now everyone has social anxiety. We're not allowed to go to bars. We're not allowed to go to clubs. We're not allowed to fucking
big facts.
6 feet back. Anyway, it'll end one
coming
day.
back even, people are gonna be like, are you okay to hug me?
It's okay if you don't want to. Sorry.
It's gonna be a lot of sorries.
A lot of sorry. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
It's gonna be hard for me because I've been accused of being a rape hugger, where I give people hugs without consent. Apparently, I'm that. I've been told this multiple times in my past, and when pandemic came along, I was like, fuck, it's just so I did do that. I would just reach out and start hugging people, and like now they're forced to hug me. Is that sort of
a lot of people are
rape?
thankful for this because they didn't like the awkward hugging for some people, you know.
Well, some people didn't, and I'm aware of that. But also,
now
I'm aware
there's the forever excuse, though. I don't know if you have COVID or not.
No, I just don't want to invade people's space.
Yeah. No, everybody's gonna be more cognizant of that. So
Anyway.
Shall we bring in our next guest?
Okay, yeah, I'm high and talking stupid shit. So we're gonna bring on our last guest of the night. She's awesome. Her name's Lianne Mauladin, and she's been a part of the underground for a very long time. And she's an awesome roller skater. Guys, say hi to Lianne Mauladin.
Lianne. How are you doing, Lianne?
Hi, ho.
Can you hear us okay?
Lianne, test. Can you hear us?
She's just looking at us.
Okay, tech
This is
issues.
great.
Can
I
you
don't
hear
know.
us?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? We are speaking. Speak back. No? She's been part of the underground for a very long time. Whoa, delay and a half.
Oh, yeah. She's just hearing her.
Hi, I'm good. I'm also a non-consensual hugger.
That's hilarious. We have a really
There we
serious
go.
delay. We have a serious delay. How do I write this down?
Can you hear me?
There's a delay. There's a delay.
How is anyone else seeing this? Am I high?
Dying. No, there's just a delay on her end. I don't know if she's watching from the YouTube or.
No, I'm not now.
Are you on Zoom now?
Yeah, I'm on Zoom.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
perfect.
we've got
No
you
delay.
synced. We're
There was-
synced.
Okay, we're synced now. We're synced. We're
Okay,
synced.
we're synced.
Yeah.
Okay, that was like a bit.
There was like a weird,
fucking
like really
Twilight
long
Zone.
delay.
Because I'm super high right now.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
like, is she hearing me?
I was like, no,
and then
this
I'm,
is happening too.
hello, do you hear me?
That's
Fucking
hilarious.
Zoom is bullshit, man.
Maybe it's just this weed. Maybe sour diesel is just that good.
That it creates a time warp in Zoom.
Well,
I mean,
that's what
literally-
I was like, I hope it doesn't freeze. I hate that when you're watching and it freezes.
Yeah, it's the worst, but it straightened itself out. So, how you doing?
I'm okay. I'm not bad. I'm not bad. Yeah, I miss hugging people too.
Yeah.
That's so funny that you're saying that because you are a big hugger. I know that. And you know Arthur Simeon?
Yeah.
Like, have you ever hugged him when he's wearing his doeskin jacket?
No, maybe.
Can't say I have.
Oh my God. Every time he has that jacket on, I totally linger. It is the
Linger.
Linger hug.
like, hi. And it just feels so soft. I love it.
Oh my God, that's a linger hug. I love that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let go till you let go.
I've seen
So
those
I'm-
your huggers.
Don't worry about it.
Well, I do know that a lot of people miss hugs in the world, but I think there's a lot of people who are quite happy with the no contact thing. It's weird how that goes.
I know. I think it's been too much. It's enough. Like, just, even shows and just community. And you were saying earlier, like you kind of like this because you feel like you're hanging out with people. And like, same, like at first I was like, I don't like doing shows this way really, because it's
Yeah.
right. Like there's no give or take. It's just like you standing there, like pausing
Yeah.
when you're supposed to be laughing. And, but like this kind of thing, I really like it. So I've been doing some podcasts and stuff and it's fun.
Nice.
So thank you for having
A lot
me.
of roller skating videos. I love that.
Yes, I'm inspiring a lot of people to get roller skates too, actually.
No, there was a chick and I live near Allen Gardens Park. And that's where I walk my dog. And there's a chick just late summer, but she had on those same blue roller skates, like same baby blue as yours. And she had long blonde hair, but it was like a little bit blonder than yours. And I was confused. I was like, Lianne, hey, Lianne. And then like, I don't know, she went away and then she came back. And as she's coming back towards me, I'm like, it's totally not fucking Lianne. Like at all. Some other chick like with blue roller skates and similar hair in Allen Gardens Park. You got a doppelganger.
And that's funny. Well, it's fun. And you know
I didn't
what?
mean to make you jealous.
It's catching on all. I have to go find her. See if she'll join my
There
skating.
can only be one.
You must get green roller skates.
I'll roll her for her skates.
I'll roll you for your.
I know I didn't even mean to make that pun. That just came out.
That's great though.
It happened.
This is good.
It's perfect.
Um,
Oh my God.
yeah, but
Thank you.
roller skating is catching on everywhere. Like
Yeah.
actually a shortage right now worldwide of roller skates.
Interesting.
That's amazing.
Roller skate shortage.
I think I've told you, remember the roller skates that were at my club?
Problems with the pandemic. You thought the problems were with the pandemic. No, there's bigger things here. Nobody can get skates.
Do you remember the skates that I had on the club, the red ones I had hanging on the wall?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I ever told you the story, but my parents bought them for me when I was 12 and they were too big for me. And they were like, you'll grow into them.
That's such a
And
classic line.
then roller skating wasn't
AKA,
in
these are the
style when I
only
grew
ones I can
into them.
afford.
Like by the time the mid 80s come around and they finally fit, nobody was roller skating anymore.
It was out of fashion.
It was out of style. They were just hanging at the mall.
That sucked.
But I kept them because I always loved them, and now they're cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
Cold in my bell-bottom pants.
Just
You know,
get
in Orangeville, when I grew up in Orangeville, and in the winter, it was a skating rink and a hockey rink, but in the summer they used to have like a DJ and a little disco lights, and like all the kids in town would go
That's
over
sick. Bring it back.
and play roller skates. I bet that Orangeville arena still has the original like floor. That's the roller skating rink before they. Anyway, just saying,
I'd love to do that.
That's what I wanted to do for my birthday. Post pandemic, I'm still having a celebration. I'm renting out Scooter's Roller Palace.
Oh,
I'm renting it out for 2 hours, and I can have 50 people to skate. So I'm just going to
coming.
invite everybody, and whoever comes, and it's going to be amazing. So
Oh my God, I'm coming.
That'd be sick.
I'll come with my skates that still
Yeah,
fit
yeah.
now that they're cool to wear
I think
again.
people
Though.
love that. This should come back too, because I think in Stranger Things they have like a scene in the.
Oh, it's
there was,
all
like-
over the place.
There's like a bunch of new shows where they're adding this kind of like 80s vibe to it.
rollerball.
They're adding like
Oh, yeah.
roller skating stuff like that. So
Anyway,
I think it might just start popping back up as like a new trend because of.
well, if the 80s vibe is a new trend, I'm all over that shit. Yeah. Let's
I
do
think the color palette right now too for most like clothing companies is like 70s colors. Those like
Bring it
browns and
back.
mustard and like
bring
yeah,
it
yeah.
back. And
So
bring
it's like
it back,
80s next for
man.
sure. Which
Bring
is
it
those
back.
like pastel-y kind of like teal and purple and light blue and
Oh well, it was my childhood. Anyway, 70s are coming back. You must be happy.
I like the 70s. Yes. I like actually I've liked all the decades, really. There's good things. I really like the 90s. I think I'm very like I really like grunge. I felt like I just really found it easy to get into that. I love flannel. And
I love flannel.
like I've always really
Acid wash jeans.
yeah.
Oh, cargos, man. Because then you could go to a concert and all your shit would be in your cargos. You just put your like
cargos
hoodie
and
or your
chain
flannel.
Wallets.
You could just tie it around your waist and jump in the pit, and
Fucking
all your
chain
shit's
wallets.
there. No chain wallet, that get caught in the pit.
I get
Yeah.
caught in the pit. You don't want to get caught in the pit, kids. This is stuff
Bring back
people will
cargo
not
jeans.
experience ever again.
Practical.
Are you doing have you been doing any art or anything over the time?
Just my cookies. I've been drawing on
Oh, yeah.
cookies. Here, I'll show you my look. I made
Oh yeah.
look. I made these little mushroom trees. I was showing them off earlier.
I think I saw them, but
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Tilt them
Yeah,
down a little
Look, look, I drew little mushrooms on these ones,
bit.
and then I put sparkle glue. Sparkle glue, sparkle glitter, edible sparkle
I put
glitter.
Gorilla Glue.
well, I
Oh,
made
man.
I made sure that I had my mushroom pillow in the background when I
Yay!
We got 2 mushrooms this whole
just
time.
like, oh yeah, I can accessorize for that theme.
Yeah, well, we have had a whole mushroom talk about. I talked about microdosing at the beginning of the podcast, and
There we go. They're dying.
look at that,
some
pretty
bad blends in.
flowers.
Yeah, pretty, eh?
Yeah,
I'll put those there. There we
you're kind of a hippie.
You're kind of a hippie.
Kind of a hippie.
go. I kind of am. This is another thing that's happening. I have a Jeep, and somebody gave me a duck at the in last April, maybe. Somebody else who had a Jeep, And it's like this thing. If you go to hashtag #DuckDuckJeep, you'll see this woman out in, she lives in Ontario and BC. Oh, it squeaked. I squeaked it. She lives in Ontario and BC. And anyway, she started this thing like to cheer people up. So like Jeep owners leave little ducks for each other. So apparently it's caught on in 12 countries.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm going to town with it. I got another bag of ducks ready to go.
And then you just put it on a Jeep whenever you see a Jeep.
Yeah.
That's
And
hilarious.
you're supposed to like take a picture with it and put it on or whatever. But
Oh my God, that's hilarious. You're taking over the punch buggy.
right, exactly. And it's
It's
something
friendly.
Way friendlier.
I used to have a Suzuki Sidekick. Would that have counted? It's an almost Jeep.
I am sorry. I'm not.
Okay.
You gotta have
Almost Jeeps don't count. I love
Jeeps. You gotta have a Jeep.
Can't have I had remember the old kind, they were super skinny and tippy, and they took them off the market because they were tippy. But yeah, that's the one I had. I never tipped it. Fuck, that thing could park like in half a space. It was so small. Do tons of grocery shopping, throw the dog in the back. Half the size of a real Jeep. Anyway.
Have you always had a dog?
Yeah.
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 There was
about pets earlier, and I was like, I can't even like buy my own food and prepare. I don't know how people take it on. Like, I love them; they're adorable, but so much responsibility.
Well, good thing about dogs is that you can just go to the pet store and get a giant bag this big, and then it's there for 3 months.
Yeah.
And, I just put food on top of his food. So I'll just grind up a bunch of, or fry up a bunch of ground beef, or just so that I supplement it. But then also he gets all my leftovers. So he gets vegetables, as long as I don't feed him onions. There's a few other things. That's how my dog eats. All the crap I don't want on top of kibble that I buy in huge bags. And then I don't have to think about it. I don't know. He'll tell me when it's empty. Takes 2 seconds. And the cuddles you get in exchange, I don't know.
That's a good trade-off.
It's funny, like I had a dog growing up, but I think I'm like becoming more of a cat person. I like cats now.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Cats are pretty low maintenance.
I like cats though, but you can't wrestle with them.
There's a girl that has one of those
When?
lizard dragons. Her name's like Weed Teen 420 on Instagram. She's great, and she has like a yellow iguana lizard dragon thing. I fucking love that. I like lizards and birds.
I could see that.
Cold-blooded creatures.
Get a gecko or something.
I used to have frogs, and they were relatively easy to take care of. I've had different kinds of frogs.
I love frogs.
My favorite one was a African underwater frog, but I got an albino one, and I just had it in a big jar like this. They don't really like to have moving water. They want it pondy and swampy. Anyways, so it's very easy care. You just got to make sure that it's clean water and like that there's fish for them to eat. But he used to just sit there and stare at you through the glass and like not move, and it was completely albino. So it'd be about this big, this frog like dangling like and staring at you.
My buddy had a baby shark in this little tank, and it was blind, so it would just like coast around in this tank, and then it would bang into the glass, and then it would go the other way.
Sorry, that's hilarious.
It would bang into the glass, and then it would go the other way. I was like, the fuck is the point in having this thing?
Yeah, that was kind of awful. I guess it
It's so cruel.
would have been dead if it was in the water, though. Sounds
So
like
random.
Well, what do? Flush it? It's too big to do that. You got to just wait that shit
What
out.
do you do with a shark?
Can we get
This is- I
euthanized?
guess
Excuse
it's
me,
cool
vet.
to say you
I'd
have a
like to
shark.
euthanize my really old
Yeah.
blind shark. Not gonna happen.
Hey, it's easy to
You gotta wait it
euthanize it. You
out.
just take it and throw it into the backyard. There, it's euthanized.
Oh, what a horrible way! Shut up. Okay, next topic.
It's a fish.
Next.
I wanted to tell you about my album.
You start burying
Yeah,
it.
that was gonna be- I was gonna be,
Euthanized.
I actually have a list of things I was gonna talk. I'm so fucking high right
Now
now,
we're scattered.
and I'm scattered. But yeah, definitely wanted to bring up your album. Here I am late to the party, which is what your album called. Late to the party.
It is late for the party, and it's out on the Cottage Comedy Digital.
Yeah, Tyler.
Label, and so that was really awesome. It was recorded end of November in Bracebridge at a bar there. So it was really fun, and I'm really happy with it. And it's my first album, and so I say late to the party because kind of story behind that is I started comedy when I was 38 and put out my first album on my 50th birthday. So I'm a little bit behind, but I think it's an awesome album. I'm really happy with it, and
Nice.
I hope lots of people enjoy listening to it.
Yeah, I want to get some listening. There's a bunch of albums that got released recently, and I haven't listened. Don't laugh. I don't listen to comedy. I listen to weird shit on my earbuds on weird podcasts.
Because you like comedy live.
You listen to mystery stuff,
but now I listen to a lot of history. I'm listening to a podcast called Lore right now, which is all about folklore.
She said mystery.
No, history. It's boring. Dan Carlin is not a boring historian.
Yeah.
He's a storyteller. He's not a historian. But I'm listening to one called Lore right now, which is all about folklore, but they're trying to find the backstory as to where that folklore came from. It's
the lore of the lore? Whoa.
It's just called Lore.
Super fucking meta.
It's a bit dark.
Next level.
Whatever. So yeah, I don't know why I have to listen to weird shit like that, but and I watch science fiction movies. I have watched a bit of comedy, but I told myself, I was like, okay, 2021, you're gonna listen to all these comedy albums that all your friends put out in the last year. Oh well,
that's what you have to do.
That's because there was very little opportunity to record anywhere last year, so good for you for running somewhere that wasn't locked down when we were.
That's basically it.
Going to Bracebridge, recorded an album.
Well, you must miss it because you were used to listening to a lot of comedy too, right? Like,
I like it live. I like being able to turn to the person next to me, like, "Oh my God, you hear that?"
Yeah.
Like, I like to. There's no pheromones on YouTube. There's pheromones inside of a live venue.
There's no better feeling than sitting in that little comic spot and you're all there, and then there's like a huge pop, and then you just feel that like kind of wave go back. Oh man.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, it'll be back one day. We'll see you then. But I'll definitely make sure I listen to your album. I won't be late to the party. That's late to the party.
You can get it. You can listen to it right now on bandcamp.com, and then at the end of the month it'll be out on iTunes and Spotify. But right now it's up on Bandcamp, or you can go to the cottagecomedy.com and /shop, and they've got all the albums listed there. So Jarrett Campbell's albums there. So if you need to find other people's albums that you told them that you were going to listen to, they're all there.
Actually, when you posted the other day, I should have shared it. I read it. I did actually click on the Cottage Comedy website because I was like, oh, Tyler's been busy. Let's see what's going on.
Well, share it for me. Share it on your.
Tomorrow I'll be sharing about what an awesome interview we had tonight, and I'll make sure we get people watching. We get a lot of watchers after we've actually put the damn thing out. So thanks for being a part of this, though, and it's really good to see you.
Here it is. Look at that.
Hey.
Late for the party.
You got Jarrett Campbell there too.
A couple other favorites, and Fiona did an album with them, and Patrick's got one with them. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
Cool.
Well, it's like I said, it's good to see you, and we'll see you again soon. I miss you, and keep posting online and do some mushrooms and smell flowers.
Yeah, I got a little bit of that here.
Get a cat.
That's about it. Flowers before they die. They've got about 2 days left. All right. Well, thank you for having me. I feel like I was hanging out at the underground, so it was really nice.
That's the idea.
Perfect.
That was the idea. Yay.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Mwah.
Take care.
That was Lianne Mauladin, everybody. Lianne Mauladin. And we just shared that link. I'll make sure tomorrow when I post, I'll share the link to her thing and to the other two guests' things. There's Lucy's podcast, and there's also Kim Cooper's.
Yeah.
What a great podcast this was. That was
fun.
the dog has
time,
been
too.
in my bedroom whining the entire
The dog has
time.
been bitching.
He
"I
wants
wanna
to
talk
be
my
on a part.
manager."
He wants to be a part of this so bad. Like, you've been fired, dickhead.
Can
And
deal with it.
He's been trying to talk to the
Ryan.
manager this whole time. Poor guy. He'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out. He'll get on the soap
He
opera.
didn't
or
bark
some
at
shit.
me all the time. It's just, I gotta figure this out. I can't beat my dog on camera. That's the problem. I can't just turn around. Camera's
I
off.
will
I'm
get
gonna
the
fucking.
stream taken down, and we don't want
I
that
get
to
the
happen.
wooden spoon. I'm kidding. I'm not. All right, guys.
Don't
Well,
forget to hit that like button, hit subscribe.
yeah, share
all
it tomorrow
helps.
when we share this, and we've been growing our followers, a few at a time every week, and I love it that more people are watching, and that we're trying to keep our connections going, and that we're trying to get high together even though we can't pass a joint. Like, here you go, pass a joint
Every Thursday.
every Thursday at 8
Yeah.
o'clock. And like I said earlier, next week we're going to start a new format where it's going to be more a focused interview with a theme to it. So for the next from now until 420, basically, I've got a bunch of shows planned. So we're doing a Black Lives Matter show next week with Kenny Robinson, Rena Rampersad. I fucked your name up again. Fuck. Rena
We'll figure it out.
Rampersad.
We're high
There we
as
go.
fuck.
I'm high as fuck, totally. And Daniel Woodrow. Can't forget him before I get too high as fuck.
High too as fuck.
High too as fuck.
Before I get too high is good.
Before
fuck.
I-
What?
Okay. And then after that, we got a bunch of other specials. So keep watch.
Yeah.
I love you guys.